Every issue of Michigan Outdoors magazine has a lot of information in it. I write a hunting column every issue. Tom Nelson of American Archer writes a bow hunting column every issue, and a lot of those topics revolve around things that you can do to get prepared or ways to solve problems in the field, and that's what this video is about. We wanted to real quickly give you the 5 things that you should be doing right now. It's late July getting into August. Deer season is not very far away, so here's 5 things that you can do that are pretty easy to get ready for deer season. Number 1, we just got done fertilizing. This is just a little patch of soybeans that I'm trying to get into the ground for late season hunting. But if you're doing food plots, if you've already got them in the ground, now is a good time to fertilize. This is a field of Roundup ready beans, so this is a really good time to hit them with Roundup. The weather's warm, they're growing good. Those weeds are also growing good, so they're going to absorb that glyphosate and do a good job. If you're doing fall plots, get your plot sprayed and get them ready for whether you till or no till, disc or don't disc. You got to get those weeds killed. Now's the time to get the first application on, because they're probably going to take more than one. So get the spreader out and the sprayer out, fertilize and spray. Number 2, you need to be shooting. Whether you're a bow hunter or a gun hunter, bow hunters in particular, this is the ideal time to start practicing. One of the tips that I'm a big fan of, that I put to use last year on the deer that I shot: when you practice at a distance at least 10 yards further than what you're comfortable shooting. If your maximum shooting distance is 35 yards, practice right now at 45. If your maximum distance is 20, practice at 30. That extra 10 yards, 10 to 15 yards is going to make you a lot more confident at your comfort zone, and it's also going to help extend your range. The third thing, tree stands. If you've left your tree stands out over the season, from last season, now's the time to get out, get them down, check everything on them: the nuts, the bolts, the straps, the chains. Bring them in, take care of them, replace anything that needs to be replaced. If you've taken them down, it's time to get them back out. This is the time to do it. It's as thick as it's going to be. Yeah, it's hot, it's buggy, it's a pain doing it, but now is when you'll be able to really effectively trim shooting lanes, because it will not get any more thick than it is right now. So you're going to be able to trim your lanes. Don't overdo it. Just get the lanes that you can shoot through. If your tree stand is in kind of a bare tree, this is a really good time to cut some limbs off a live tree, preferably an oak, because they hold their leaves a lot longer. Take your cordless screw gun or cordless drill along, put those into the tree. You can ratchet strap them on, you can zip tie them on. If you have permission, you can actually screw them into the tree. Put in the background behind you where your tree stand is. Get all that stuff up, get your tree stands out right now, and let the deer get used to them. Number 4 is probably my favorite. It's the most fun. Get those trail cameras out. Right now, the deer are about 80 to 90% of what they're going to look like when they get done growing. Trail camera photos of the deer that you're hunting in velvet are just awesome. It's a lot of fun. You can kind of inventory. No, it doesn't mean just because the deer is there right now that they're going to be there in the fall, but they could be. Keep in mind too, when you're sending these photos around to your buddies, if you get a picture of a great big buck, don't say it's a 160, because it might be a 140 by the time all that velvet falls off. Number 5, this could be the most important thing you need to be doing right now. Make sure you have a place to hunt. A lot of us, like myself, rely on the kindness of the landowners. They let us hunt with permission. Always a good idea to check every year to make sure you still have permission to hunt there. Check in with the landowner, offer to do some work, give them some sort of gift. Have that relationship continue right through the year with that landowner. But you don't want to be getting out there the first part of October or the 14th of November as you're getting ready to get your gun blind ready and find out you no longer have permission to hunt there. So right now you need to go out and make sure you still have a place to hunt.